It's really good.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's good. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the SaveState. My name is Landon, this is Dirk, and that's John, and today we're going to talk to you guys about a handful of different things. Specifically, number one, why are people not complaining about used games anymore? What's happening
here? I don't think they're not complaining about used games. I think they're not complaining about used game discs anymore.
Okay, sure.
You know, it's used games, older games. There's so much more access to older games, and they're so much cheaper, and it's so much easier to download old things, that I think that sharing discs with people is kind of becoming something of the past.
This is how you share your games on PS4. Thanks.
And just technology has gotten to the point where we don't need physical media as much as we used to.
Well, I think, I know last generation it seemed to be a big thing where everybody was complaining about used games in terms of pricing and dealing with like big shops, GameStop, specifically. It seems like a lot of that's kind of going away, and it's, obviously if you walk into a GameStop anytime recent, they're doing this big partnership with Think Geek. It's almost turning into like a Spencer's Gifts or like a Hot Topic of sorts anymore. It's definitely transitioning away from traditional, used games. So I think, you're right. I think the digital landscape is changing things. What do you see this as a good thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I bought a used game, to be honest with you. I haven't bought a single used game since I got one of the new consoles.
Yeah.
I think it's just the ease of digital download. It's so much easier to at 11 p.m. download the game if I want to play it that bad. The night it comes out instead of going to a store,
pre-installing and everything.
And then with it only being $5 cheaper for I think like a long amount of time after the game comes out, it's almost easier. If I want the game, I'll do the research. If I decide to buy it, I'll buy it full price for $5 more.
Now, what I really want to see, the reason why you don't see digital games, like big AAA digital games going on massive sales, is because there's still that stigma. They don't want to piss off your actual big box stores, your GameStops, your Best Buys, your Walmarts and stuff, because you can very easily discount your digital game at a much higher rate than you can a physical copy.
Xbox
so if they can get rid of that shit,
a summer sale or a Christmas sale.
So we're already seeing good sales. PlayStation has their flash sales all the time.
That's true.
Great. Like I bought Dragon Age for like $10, and it's the deluxe edition.
Insane.
Like that's crazy pants, dude.
As collectors, though, does this worry you guys at all that there's a lot less physical media out there?
I've shifted my perspective over the past 2 years.
Cut the cord.
If a Final Fantasy of anything is released, I'll still.
I roll my eyes.
Take a shot
there too. Yeah. You're following along with the save state. Now you take a shot.
Our Final Fantasy podcast, Random Encounter.
Yeah,
that's not really. But all right, the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the new game by Jonathan Blow, The Witness, is being pirated a lot.
Yeah, it's number one on some torrenting site that the developer is referencing. Here's the deal: it is a fantastic game. It's a puzzle game. I don't know how far into it I am.
You're playing on PC, PlayStation 4?
PC, yeah.
Okay.
By the way, this is the guy that made Braid.
Yes.
People who don't know.
Yeah. Yes, it's a gorgeous game. It really is. And there was a lot of guff about it being $40, and that might be why a lot of people are pirating it. But as somebody who actually purchased the game and is playing it, $40 seems perfect for this game.
So what's the big impact that's happening from this?
Well, the big impact is that he wants to be able to make more games, but he's looking at the numbers and the money that he's losing for all these illegal downloads, and he's not getting enough revenue to continue this trend of making these awesome games.
When Braid came out, Braid was a huge success, and he made millions of dollars off of that, and he turned around and invested all of that money into this studio, into this company, and getting a team together, and spent 8 years building The Witness.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And it's the problem is like it's so easy to pirate a game like this. There's nothing online about it. You're not sharing scores with anybody. You don't have to log in to get into it. There's no like day one updates or anything like that. It's a standalone game, and those are so easy to. But at the same time, you don't want to overdo it with the DRM and everything. So
what's your take?
Yeah, so I think this creates an interesting situation where what happens when an indie developer becomes so successful, they create above average or near AAA title indie game, and then what happens when you try to charge a price higher than the norm versus an indie title? And I know that, obviously everyone has different perspectives on how much something should cost, but it's creating an interesting situation because there's no way to stop people from pirating it, like you said. And then this game has a ton of hype because it's so good and been years in the making, and people weren't wanting to spend the $40 for it. People don't realize
like
the
the
negative
perfect storm.
repercussions. Yeah, and it's interesting to see how indie developers will learn from this and go moving forward. But it really sucks for this developer.
It's
right
an interesting
now.
shift to our last topic, which was about, media, the digital age shifting, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, this is also a product of the digital age shifting.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, look at the most pirated things out there. Game of Thrones, high value, easy to pirate thing.
Yeah.
This is a high value product that's easy to pirate, so obviously it's going to go that route a lot easier
So-
than other titles.
Moral of the story here: don't steal shit. Basically, because the thing is, these people are pouring
Steal
their
some.
heart.
Just don't steal from any developers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're pouring their heart and soul into this, and they're providing a product. And however you may feel, if $40 is too high, well, we'll just wait for it to go on sale, or
You
go
can
over to a
steal
friend's
this
house that's going to
podcast.
check it out. Don't steal it. We want this market and Jonathan Blow to continue to make games and not run away from the industry because.
And if you
you're
do
stealing
steal
from it.
something and you really like it, buy it for a friend or something at least.
Well, it's almost like there's those freeware stuff for like browsers and stuff. So it's like, okay, well, if you like this product, you can get it for free, or if you keep using it, you can kick them a little bit of money and say, hey, I like your product. So maybe you could do that this way. The last topic that I want to talk to you guys about, this shifting gears to what did you just do?
Huh?
Shifting gears towards comic books and TV. Justice League Action is announced as the new DC Comics animated series coming to Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Are you guys at all excited about
Batman looks like he needs to go to the gym. He's looking a little thin.
yeah. So what's interesting with this is it's along the same lines of Teen Titans Go, which was basically the #1 animated series for kids over the past couple of years. This is coming back to Cartoon Network. It's going to be a quarter-hour show, so it's only going to be 11 to 15 minutes long. So it's really short, yeah. So it's going to be jumpy right into the action. But what's really interesting about this
Powerpuff Girls.
is Kevin Conroy is coming back to voice Batman. We're getting Mark Hamill coming back as the Joker. We're getting the big names. They're all coming back for this. So I'm excited about it. I'm disappointed it's going to be so short. I like the art
I
style
don't know about
to
that
it,
15 minutes.
but
That's a bummer.
pretty neat, pretty interesting. I'm excited to have, because Justice League, the animated series, and Justice League Unlimited were awesome series. This art style is different, but I'm really excited about it. So
Yeah, so as someone who has been on a Star Wars kick recently because of the movie, I went back and started watching the Clone Wars series. And it's interesting how these are kid shows, but adults are able to like get their fix on certain franchises while they're waiting for bigger amounts of content to come out. So I'm definitely going to check this out. I'm bummed about the length.
yeah, it's
but,
short, but
I mean, I thought Mark Hamill was like done.
yeah.
So that's
Well,
cool that he's coming back.
I think they're doing the length of this because of how successful Teen Titans Go was. Teen Titans Go, I didn't really watch. They shifted it from the original Teen Titans series into
Teen
this.
Titans.
It felt a little, maybe I felt too old to be watching it, really. So I'm hoping I'm not going to get the same vibe from Justice League Action, because I just love Justice League. I love seeing Batman animated. Like, it's great.
So if they paid Mark Hamill $1 million to say nothing and just look at a camera in Star Wars, how much would they pay him to voice the Joker?
Spoilers.
That's not that much of a spoiler.
yeah, I mean, it's all right.
If you haven't
I don't
seen it, and it's been out for over a month, if you haven't seen it, that's on you. Why are you watching this video and not Star Wars?
That's true. At this point, I would figure they would have. Enough sound bites from Mark Hamill as the Joker that they wouldn't even need to pay.
That's
Like, we'll just
true.
use this whole just drag it in. So, anyways, there you guys have it. Let us know in the comments below. What do you think of everything that we covered today? Again, we talked about nobody's complaining. It seems like complaining about used games has gone the wayside. I think the digital age has changed that. Let us know what you think of that, as well as have you guys played The Witness? And what's your feelings on pirating?
And if you haven't played The Witness, seriously pick it up. It's really good.
Yeah, it's hard. It's good. And then, of course, my favorite topic today, Justice League Action being announced. What do you guys think about that? Is 11 to 15 minutes too short for a series like this? Let us know in the comments below. As always, you can find all of our content over at thesavestate.com. You can find us on Facebook, and we're on Twitter. We are at @the_SaveState. Thanks for liking, commenting, and sharing this video, guys. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching that video, guys. If you want to hear more from us, we've got an audio-only podcast called Random Encounter. It's all about video game culture and current events. You can find it over at thesavestate.com or on iTunes and Stitcher, soon to be on Google Play. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of really good guests and stuff, so if you want to go check that out, maybe even join us over there. Again, it's called Random Encounter on iTunes and Stitcher every Tuesday. Thanks.